Alright, here's Daniel's cluster with only 19,000 miles, and it's a 03 to an 05, and we're going to transform this guy into a RGB, red, green, blue LEDs by remote control. Already did a bunch of pre-work on it, made my LED strips, soldered them all, and cut the face out using the white plastic that holds the gauge faces. So I worked on that for about 3 nights to speed up the process when your project got here, and I'll just swap out with the white plastics on this. So let's go in and start taking this guy apart. Here we go. Alright, Daniel, here's your cluster. That's where I've taken it apart. And I've installed white LEDs for our needles, made us a shift light, white LEDs for your slip and your vehicle dynamic control and your cruise control. And then the other LEDs I've removed so we can do our RGB project. And what I did to speed up your order is I took another gauge cluster I had here and I worked on it for about 3 nights as time allowed, and I have it cut out where it fits, and that's really the part that takes the longest, is cutting like a little, you know, a groove through this thing, a channel. And then I've tried a new method on the RGBs. You've got a lot more. What the problem is sometimes is the bottom part of the gauge, especially the tachometer, is dark. And I was using a V pattern, but I've done this where we have it going all the way across, and then 2 movable pieces up here. So, and here as well. So I've got this made, so that makes it an easy changeover. And just let me look at it for a second so I can use this as a guide. Then I'm right on the edge there on the black. Okay, and I'm going to take, and I just have this on with electrical tape. I haven't used the adhesive, which I will use in a few minutes as I apply it to your cluster. So, on we go. Alright, I know a while ago I said, oh yeah, I'll just stick the LEDs on here. No, it's like 6 or 8 hours later, but let's see what our white lights look like. Oh yeah, man, this thing's bright. Not as bright as the sun, but it's bright. And we can go inside and plug it in the RGB into the wall. I haven't made a 12-up plug yet, so let's go look at it inside. Oh, shift light's in there too. Car's not warm, don't really want to rev it up a bunch, but you saw the reflection up there, so still have to get that adjusted too. Alright, and I've just covered the whole thing in white tape. Took quite a while, but it's real nice. Let's see, let's turn off the Well, let me get a gauge face to put on it. Stand by. So I didn't really like the red gauge face I had for you, which doesn't have a Z logo. And you can look at these and tell me which ones you want, because it had the kilometers in here, and it just looked too crowded. So I called Alan at Black Cat Custom Automotive and had him send me another red one. He had this one pre-made for 2003, 2005. And if you don't like it, we can get you something different or whatever. Where's my little controller thing? Looks pretty good though, man. And of course it'll do all kinds of crazy patterns and stuff. It's got a bunch of colors here on the controller. My favorite still is this aqua, wherever it is, right there. Oh, where's my little controller? Am I doing this right? It's covered up by stuff. Anyway, there we go. Back in control. I'd lost control of the machine. That's my favorite color, that aqua. Purple's real cool too. So, I'll post this for you. And blue's real pretty. And, oh, let me show you another couple of gauge faces. And then you can make a decision. Alright, here's the original red gauge face. And yeah, they always look orange through the camera. But, this one, the transparency is thinner. It's not as diffuse. So, see how hot the 7 is? And also, over here, having the kilometers in here, the 200 is really hot, but then these guys kind of fall off where that plastic is behind here. I've got LEDs here, but not up in this section right here. I was afraid, see, I need to support that right there. If I cut these too much, I'm just afraid they will, that might fail over time. Don't be driving down the street and have something fall apart. Anyway, so I just didn't like this one as much as I thought I would. So, and see, the numbers are just seem spotty compared to the others. Stand by, I'll get the new one. Okay, and once again, here's the new one. And it just is a lot smoother. See? I'm not really sure why that is. Like I say, I think the transparency is a little different. But it looks real good. I'm going to post this for you. And you tell me if you like it. It's mighty bright, man. And we'll get some needles on it. And it ought to look real spiffy. Not sure I'm going to do that tonight or not.